Good afternoon, Facebook fans. Tammy here again. I'm sure you remember me from yesterday. If not, I'm the supervisor of marine mammals, and I'm joined by another one of our supervisors of zoological. This is Lauren.
Hi, everybody.
Want to introduce yourself a little bit more?
Sure. I'm Lauren Josic. I'm supervisor of fish, invertebrates, and birds here at the aquarium. And today I am doing water quality testing on all of the systems that are seen here. We do have a schedule, so we test a lot of our systems at least every other week. Some systems we test every day, and it just depends on what's going on with that system. So,
Yeah, I know we do water testing as well. We do about 3 times a day, and we do on, I think it's a little more, not as extreme as yours, but like we do our free and total and stuff like that. I guess explain exactly what you do in your process of doing water quality and maybe
sure.
With our...
So Tammy and Marine Mammals do a lot of their water quality testing with chlorine, which we do test that on our Penguin Coast exhibit, which is this first one here. But we also test the big 3, which is ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate.
Why are those important?
So, fish live and eat and swim and poop.
Yes.
And
I'm different with that.
Where they live. So we have to make sure that all those waste products and everything are breaking down and leaving the system to make sure that everybody is happy and healthy. So fish produce waste, which is ammonia, which is this line right here. And this one will turn from yellow to green if there's a little bit of ammonia in there. A little bit's okay. You actually want a little bit of ammonia in there. You want to be able to feed all of the bacteria that are in your systems.
Because a little bit of bacteria is actually healthy.
Yes,
correct?
Exactly. You actually want a lot of bacteria, the
Yeah.
good bacteria. So there are different types, and they actually will break down those waste products. So the ammonia will break down into the nitrite, which is the second line here, and it actually turns pink when there's nitrite in the water sample.
So how do you do it now? Obviously, maybe if we have younger kids watching this, how do you actually test it? Now you have them in the vials. Do you use a special machine?
Yes. So each little drawer here has a different powder packet in it. So this is one of the powder packets that we use for the ammonia test. And it's actually a 2-part test. So there's 2 different packets for that. Which we have everything labeled, so pretty much anyone can come through here once they're trained, and they will be able to find everything really easily. But most of the vials are with those powder packets. So you take the sample water, you put your powder packet in there, you swirl it around, and then you're going to test it here in the spectrophotometer. So that's just a fancy word for this little meter that will test everything. It has a whole little menu that has the different tests in there. So that's what we record and make sure that we know what the levels are, keep track of everything. And then, so these 2 systems here are actually our coral systems. We test those every day, and these are 2 different tests than everything you see here. This is actually the calcium and the alkalinity. So we monitor that daily because that's one of the things that is really important for corals for healthy growth. And then, like I said, some of these systems are every other week because they are well established. They have a lot of that good bacteria that breaks down those waste products and makes sure that the water quality is good.
I also want to mention, if you guys have questions while we're live, feel free. We have somebody obviously holding the phone for us who can read out those questions, and I'll guess Lauren will probably answer them better than I will, but I'll do my best. So I also noticed that you have this little...
So this is called a refractometer, and this is one of the go-to items for our department. It will tell you what the salinity is of your water. So we have saltwater and freshwater fish. So it's not as important with the freshwater systems because that will have a salinity of 0. But to monitor our salinity and make sure that we keep it at the level that we need for our systems, we will test it with that. And then you just put a drop of water on there and you look at it under the light, and it will show you what the salinity is for your saltwater systems.
Now, Lauren, I noticed you have gloves on. As far as safety,
yes.
Is there anything that you have to wear besides that, or any safety precautions you have to take when you're doing any kind of
So we are using chemicals to test the water quality. So yes, you do want to use your PPE, your protective equipment. So we do have gloves. We also have our safety glasses here. And that's basically all we need, just because since it is pretty simple with powder packets and water samples from our systems, you just don't want to get things on your hands and you don't want to get stuff in your eye. colonize. So those are the two most important things. I'm just wearing my gloves because I'm finishing up, and then I'm just going to clean everything up in the sink when I'm finished.
Now, what if, I know we usually have to deal with this a lot, if their parameters are off or something's higher or lower, like how would you adjust that? I guess what's the most common one that you think that you would have to do?
So actually, that's a good question. So these 3 systems are new systems that we have just started up. So we monitor the ammonia level in those systems daily. And if the ammonia is too high, we'll do a water change to lower that level to a safe level for the fish, but also to be able to feed those bacteria to start breaking down, because you have to have that cycle and have your bacteria colonize gradually. So at first they're going to colonize and they're going to break down that ammonia, and then once your ammonia levels are good, then you'll add your nitrite and then your nitrate. And so like you just kind of go work your way down the line and make sure that your levels are good. But most of the time, the easiest way to fix any of these issues is a simple water change.
Yeah, excellent. Now my last question is, like, you can see this is a very long process. Like, how long does this take you to do every single day?
So this takes about 2 hours, just because we have all of these different tests, and each test has a different time limit. So you have to kind of juggle how long the tests take and try to optimize your time. But even with that, you have to set everything up and have all your vials, and then you run each test individually. Say the nitrate test takes 6 minutes total, but the ammonia test takes 18 minutes total. So it just depends on the test itself, and so you just kind of get in a rhythm and work through things. But then after you're finished testing, then of course you have to clean everything up and put it away and let it dry so it'll be ready for tomorrow.
Excellent. Any questions for us, Facebook? No? Well, thank you guys for joining us, and I'm sure Lauren also appreciates it. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow and actually for the next couple weeks, so check in with us. But thanks for joining us again today, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow.